financial analyst once said, and I quote, investing in renewables reduce oil dependence and build sustainable economies and environment for us all. Good morning, Chairman, panel of judges, timekeeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Victor Great-Teso, a prominent student of Government Science Secondary School Tungan-Maje. I'm here to propose the motion which say that Nigeria should stop oil exploration and focus on renewable energy. For over 60 years, oil has been the backbone of Nigeria economy. Yet, instead of prosperity, it has brought us poverty, corruption, environmental destruction, and dispute and conflict. Despite Nigeria has been the African top oil producer, over 85 million Nigerians still live in darkness without electricity because Nigeria has focused on oil exploration. So why don't we embrace the renewable energy? On the other hand, renewable energy products such as solar, wind turbine, hydro and biomass offers us a cleaner, cheaper and more sustainable path forward. I support my stand with following points: data, statistics and practical examples to back it up. Environmental destruction. Oil exploration in the Niger Delta has caused massive oil spills, gas flaring and deforestation, destroying farmlands, land, rivers and biodiversity. Oil exploration can lead to the destruction of our environment, making it dangerous for us to live in. With this leading to my next point, health hazards. Of course, without any doubt, when oil exploration has destroyed our environment, it becomes very hazardous to our health. Studies have shown that babies born within 10 kilometers of oil spills are twice as likely to die in their first month of life. Why is this so? Because gas flaring releases toxic gases and sulfur dioxide, which can cause cancer, respiratory diseases, and acid rain. Shifting to clean energy means cleaner air, safer water, and healthier environment for us all. Furthermore, job creation. Renewable energy projects can create thousands of green jobs in manufacturing, installation and main ten ance for more than oil exploration provides locally. Did you know that oil contributes to 90% of Nigeria export earning, but 40% of Nigerians, about 83 million people, live below the poverty line? But more jobs are created for youth to get and participate in the renewable energy format. In addition, energy security and independence. Nigeria imports fuel despite being Africa's largest oil producer because refineries are broken. Renewables allow Nigeria to generate and use its own clean energy without depending on imports or foreign technology. Renewables ensure a long-term energy security without depleting resources or endangering future generations. Lastly, renewable energy attacks innovation. The renewable energy sector open doors for research, innovation and local opportunity. Solar panels, wind turbine and batteries securing a tech-driven future instead of relying on an asset that is prone to livelihood destruction. As Paul Ehrlich, an environmental scientist, said, drilling for oil destroys our climate, and without a stable climate, we cannot survive. Ladies and gentlemen, oil exploration has left Nigeria with polluted rivers, dead farmlands, unemployed youth, and unstable economy. If we continue on this path, we are only digging a deeper grave for ourselves and our nation. Renewable energy is not a dream. It's already powering schools, hospitals, and communities across Nigeria. As the world turns away from oil, Nigeria must not be left behind. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I stand my guide irrevocably to say that Nigeria should stop oil exploration and focus on renewable energy. Thank you.
We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. So, ladies and gentlemen, the era of oil is ending and the era of renewable energy is beginning. Nigeria must not miss its opportunity to reclaim its place as a leader in Africa. Good morning, the chairman, panel of judges, timekeeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ajiboye Kehinde Manuela from Government Science Secondary School Tungan-Maje, standing boldly before you all to propose the motion which states Nigeria should stop oil exploration and focus on renewable energy, which I firmly believe that is a truth that should be told. Distinguished judges, esteemed opponents, and my respected audience, today we rise in support of a motion that is not only urgent but essential for the future of our nation, and that's the planet. Nigeria should stop oil exploration and focus on renewable energy. Oil has served its time. It has built nations, yes, but it has also broken ecosystems, poisoned communities, and trapped economies in volatility. Nigeria must make a bold visionary shift, not tomorrow, but now. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is at a crossroad, and the choice is clear. It's either we continue down the path of destruction or focus on renewable energy. And I firmly believe that Nigeria should make this transition, and I present to you compelling reasons, practical examples, data, and statistics to support my argument. First and foremost, Nigeria's over-reliance on oil is a dangerous economic trap. Oil accounts for over 85% of export earnings and nearly 50% of government revenue. When oil prices crash, so does our economy, leading to inflation, unemployment, and recession. Meanwhile, renewable energy is a booming global market. The renewable energy sector created 12.7 million jobs globally in 2022. Nigeria can tap into this wave and create millions of green jobs, especially for its youth-dominated population. Let me tell you something. Don't You can't put all your eggs in one basket. Look, Nigeria has over 300 days of sunlight per year, enough to power the entire community many times over. Solar energy could generate 427,000 megawatts of electricity compared to Nigeria's current grid capacity of just about 13,000 megawatts, just with less than 5,000 megawatts available. Rural areas can be electrified quickly with off-grid solar solutions, cost effective, clean and job creative. For instance, Nigeria Solar Power Naija programs aims to install 5 million solar home system and create 250,000 jobs, and that's just scratching the surface. Ladies, esteemed opponents, you can't solve a problem with the same thinking that created them. Renewable energy provides more sustainable and safer jobs. According to International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA, solar PV jobs are growing 5 times faster than fossil fuel jobs, and renewable energy do not crash with global price up. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nigeria stands as a historic crossroad. One path leads to further dependency, pollution, and economic vulnerability. The other leads to sustainability, innovation, and prosperity. The world is moving forward, but if we cling to the past, we'll be left behind. So let us choose the future. Let us choose life, jobs, health, and a cleaner Nigeria. Let us stop oil exploration and boldly focus on renewable energy. Thank you. Ban Ki-moon says, and I quote, "We must move away from fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy to protect our planet and future generation." Good morning, the chairman, panel of judges, the timekeeper, my co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ngbede from Government Science Secondary School, Tungan-Maje, standing before you all to propose a motion which states that Nigeria should stop oil exploration and focus on renewable energy. Just as Fatai Bureau said, the age of oil is ending. Countries that continue to depend on fossil fuels risk their economic and environmental future. And I support my stand with the following points: diversified economic. For Nigeria, currently heavily dependent on oil, shifting focus to renewable energy encourages growth in various industries such as solar panel manufacturing, wind turbine, and so on. This diversification reduces vulnerability to oil prices stock, create new jobs, and stimulate innovation. Countries like Germany have successfully grown their economics by investing in renewable energy industries alongside traditional sectors, making the economy more resilient. Also, cost savings. Investing in renewable energy can lead to significant cost savings over time, unlike oil, which requires expensive extraction. For Nigeria, installing solar farms or wind turbine means paying upfront costs, but benefiting from cheaper and more stable energy prices. For instance, the cost of solar energy has dropped by over 80% globally in the last decade, making it more affordable than fossil fuels. In many cases, reducing oil dependence saved Nigeria money that would otherwise go into environmental cleanup, healthcare costs from pollution, and fuel subsidies. Also, reduce greenhouse gas emission. Oil exploration and burning fossil fuel release significant greenhouse gas emissions, contributing to climate change and health issues from air pollution. Transitioning to renewables like solar, wind, or hydropower drastically reduce these emissions. Countries like Costa Rica now generate nearly over 100% of electricity from renewable energy. In conclusion, Nigeria's steward lies not beneath the ground, but in the power of the sun above it. As the world shifts from fossil fuels, it's time for Nigeria to do the same. With this, I stand my ground to propose the motion that states that Nigeria should stop oil exploration and focus on renewable energy. Thank
Hey! Stop! Is it smart to abandon the goods that lays the golden egg without having a replacement in hand? I am Bibire Ikma from Government Girls Secondary School, Dukpa, and here with me are
Ibe Deborah.
Ayodele gets right.
we are here to oppose the motion which states Nigeria should stop oil exploration and focus on renewable energy. Let me explain the terms oil exploration and renewable energy. Oil exploration is the exploitation of oil resources from source with the use of machineries, while renewable energy is a natural energy like the wind and solar energy, and if they are acquired, they can be used continually for future purposes. If Nigeria is going to stop oil exploration today, Nigeria is going to face a lot of severe economic consequences. Here are some points to consider. 1. Loss of investment. A lot of people are investing in the oil industry within and outside the country, but if oil exploration is suddenly stopped in Nigeria today, investors will lose their confidence and they will decrease gradually. Would any investor trust a country that abandons its most profitable business without a backup? 2. Economic collapse. A lot of percentage in Nigeria's economy depends a lot on oil exploration, but if an abrupt end is put to oil exploration, the Nigerian economy is surely going to collapse. 3. Energy capability. Oil exploration is infused with enough energy to comprehend the population of Nigerians, but this is what renewable energy is not capable of doing. 4. Lack of infrastructure, skill, and resources. Nigeria does not have enough infrastructure, skill, and resources to power renewable energy, but oil exploration has enough infrastructure, skill, and resources to power the growth and economy of Nigeria. Oil exploration is stable, it is reliable, and is already established in Nigeria, but renewable energy is still a new innovation which the future is not yet sure of. What will happen if the tap that funds education, healthcare, and infrastructure suddenly runs dry? Makuban says, and I quote, "A small leak can sink a great ship. Let Nigeria not build a castle in the air by stopping oil exploration."
Can you ask a man to stop breathing and fresh air is coming tomorrow? Absolutely not. Some of the consequences of stopping oil exploration include the following among others. 1. Revenue loss. The oil exports are a significant source of revenue to the Nigerian government. Stopping oil exploration will lead to a substantial loss of income, impacting the country's ability to fund public services and infrastructure projects. Furthermore, it could lead to job losses. The oil industry employs thousands of Nigerians both directly and indirectly. Ending the oil exploration will lead to a widespread job loss, unemployment, exacerbating and economic instability. What will happen to the millions of Nigerians who earn a living from the oil industry? Will the solar panels replace their salaries overnight?
If oil exploration stops today, how will Nigeria fund its national budget tomorrow? Now let's begin with economic diversity. Early Nigeria's economy relies heavily on oil exploration, which accounts for significant revenue portion of government revenue. So stopping oil exploration might lead to substantial economic challenges and job losses. Industries like agriculture, tech and manufacturing need time and investment to become strong alternatives. Relying on renewables alone without strong base is very risky. Furthermore, policy reforms are also vital with an unstable political climate. Nigeria faces the difficulty to implement situations in the development of renewable energy shortages, and economic stability of alternatives are not developed. In conclusion, countries like the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Russia continue oil exploration while investing in renewables. So why should Nigeria rush to abandon it?
With these vital points we have strongly established before you, fellow Nigerians, we have been able to convince you beyond reasonable doubt that Nigeria must not put a stop to oil exploration.